In this lecture, we're going to be talking about an important idea when it comes to visual-based memory. I'll give you an example to understand it. If somebody is blind, usually their other senses get enhanced. The reason why is because they consciously focus on those senses a lot more. Now, when we use our visual memory to do a lot of things, oftentimes our visual memory got accustomed to it and our memory system stops improving. If you play the guitar, for example, and every time you're playing the guitar, you try to look at each and every tab or fret that you're putting your fingers on and all the chords that you're trying to play, you'll be stuck at a point where you're going to use your visual memory a lot. When you forget about something, you will have to look to know where you should place your fingers. However, when we go through eliminating visual help, as a start, practice muscle-based skills. We want to work on your procedural memory. We want to get this visual memory to get transferred into procedural memory, into your long-term memory. Because as we said, our visual-based memory, which is our visual perception, is oftentimes linked to sensory memory. Sensory memory, when it's consciously thought about, it moves into the short-term memory, but most of the information in your short-term memory gets forgotten. So when you look and you adjust your fingers, this is your short-term memory working there. You're looking and adjusting for 15 seconds and then you're going back at it. See, right here, your procedural memory is not being... So right here, your procedural memory is not really working. It is in your short-term memory and then it's disappearing and you're back to zero. But if you move it into your long-term memory, your procedural memory, then you'll be able to practice those procedural and muscle memory-based skills a lot better. So the way this training system works is that you will keep your eyes shut. What will happen is you will learn a new skill with your eyes closed, and you can practice writing, typing, drawing, for example. So you can learn a new skill with your eyes completely shut. Or you can practice some old skills or habits that you have, but you will add a certain factor to it, which is closing your eyes. So if you want to start learning how to play the piano or the guitar, use your visual memory first to know the chords you're trying to play or where you need to place your fingers. Learn 4 chords, for example, whether on the piano or the guitar, and then close your eyes and keep repeating those chords based on your muscle memory. You can also practice old habits by eliminating the visual memory and enhancing other parts of your long-term memory by shutting your eyes and typing on your computer, for example. Have a certain text that you memorize and then try to type it without looking at the keyboard. You can also try to text without looking at your phone. You can try to write something without looking, with your eyes shut, or even drawing. What will happen is that your other aspects of your memory system will start to improve, and this will all move into your long-term memory. The focus is for us to improve our long-term memory and improve the acquisition of information stored in our short-term memory and moving them into our long-term memory, encoding them into our long-term memory to ensure proper recalling in the future. Because muscle memory is a lot different. You learn how to drive, and now you drive without even thinking about it. You drive without paying attention to every single detail because your procedural or muscle memory-based training. Because your procedural and muscle memory systems are working effectively.